Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Montez McCammon from itsmontez.com. I've got this great interview for you all today. Great panel, great discussion. If you've read the title, you know what this is about. And that's clearly what we're going to be talking about here on this show. I'd like you to go inside the description box. I've got everyone's links inside the description box. There was supposed to be on the show, but they didn't make it. Hopefully they'll make it here in a little while. If they don't make it, hey, we'll just applaud them. As you know, the chat room is live. If you got a comment, you got something to say, go inside that chat room. We're going to read it out, and we'll at least talk about whatever the question is that you had inside that chat room. Make yourself over to the Facebook, join itsmontez.com. I've got content on there. It's coming out daily all the time, and it never stops. The hustle is real. Without further ado, you all go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll go ahead and get this thing started.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I guess I can again.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right. What's up, world? It's the man himself, Northstar America. I'm an internet marketer. I'm heavy into internet marketing, of course, and social media. Got content all over the web. My tagline is trailing content across the web because that's basically what I do. I use all kind of platforms to get my message out and market products and stuff like that. But a little background about me is I've done a lot of like about 13 years in federal prison for trafficking drugs. But I made a major change, and I haven't gone back to that since I've been out. Been out for like nearly 3 years. Just basically finding my way through, just doing my best to be as productive as in my citizenry as I possibly can. You can find me on all platforms, meaning Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, core.com, and even Pinterest as Northstar America. Now, if you go on some of these platforms, you might see like my numbers aren't that high, but that's because a lot of the stuff is in development. And some of it, like I'm just now being active, and some of it I've been active. Like I'm most active on Facebook because Facebook is one of the platforms that I've actually mastered. And Core is another platform that I seem to get a lot of attention from because I know a lot about the law questions dealing with contract law. People ask me that stuff all the time. And if you don't know what Core is basically a platform where everybody who knows something is probably on that platform answering questions, and you can ask questions if you need to know an answer, and you'll get people to answer it. And if you have some knowledge about something based on a particular subject that you might know about, you can answer those questions too. That's pretty much it about me.
Salute and welcome.
And thanks.
Most definitely. Next.
I guess I'll be me. I'm Cliq Media Designs. I do web development, graphics designs, affiliate marketing, regular marketing. I do IT things as well, as far as fixing computers, laptop, remote desktops, fixing servers. I do apparel design as well. We make shirts, hoodies, Bluetooth beanies, custom apparel. We design apparel, so you get your own custom apparel as well, and that's one's exclusive. IT company is called iTech Smart. That's ITEK Smart. Media design, that's our main media company. We mostly focus on websites, but we dibble and dabble in graphic design. You get your mixtape covers. We shoot videos or interviews. You can get your business cards, any type of flyers or graphic design that you need. And I've been doing this for quite some time now, and just branching out, networking with other folks, trying to get the brand all the way on the map.
That's what's up. Oh man, this hook are kind of strong. Once again, salute and welcome, my brother. Okay, What's poppin', y'all? This your big homie MC Ron Ski, CEO, host, and videographer, man. Host of No Chill, No Filter TV. I can be found on Facebook, MC Ron Ski, aka Big Ron 357. No Chill, No Filter TV. Also YouTube. My YouTube channel is No Chill, No Filter. Cannot forget the TV. No Chill, No Filter TV. I've been doing this all of, I want to say, 7 months. It's kind of like an accidental thing, kind of like chose me. I didn't choose it. It was just to a point where I wanted to do videos. I wanted people to shoot my videos, but everybody was so fake. I just thought I'd learn how to do it myself, buy my own equipment, and do it, and just start doing my thing. And now it's just to a point where I'm just pretty much serving everybody else. I still can't, shoot my own videos. But a little bit of background on me. Yeah, I've did a little stint in the federal penitentiary myself, but I've been out 10 years. What is it? 17. Yeah, I've been out 10 years and some months. Really on breaking that recidivism rate. They say, 1 out of 3 individuals, black males that is, that get out of prison are back within the first 3 years of release. And that's just something that I feel that that's kind of I want to say a chain that we really need to break, which is one that I'm glad I was able to, because when I got out, of course, I got out 10 toes down, stomping with God. And he definitely helped me out with a whole lot of things, helped me through a whole lot of things, because, I lost a lot of people while I was in and while I was out. So now it's all about moving ahead, forging ahead and handling serious business, and keeping the garbage out of my life. And I hope everybody doing the same.
Powerful stuff, powerful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you have any questions at all, you just leave them inside the chat box. Southern Dry South, thank you so much for tuning in, leaving questions. I hope we could answer your question, how long we've all been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube now for about 2 years. I'd say I've been doing it seriously for a year. And yeah, this is what I like to do. This is what I love to do. It's a passion. It's not always about the money. It's not about those things, because through the videos, that's what I gain from. So without taking up any more time, we're going to go ahead and just dive into this. Video content. What do you all think about video content? What's y'all's take on it all?
When you say video content, what do you mean?
Right. Video content.
Specifically.
I mean, it stretches everywhere. Where shall we start? Video content. Where shall we start?
Well, actually, I myself, as you can see, I am editing and rendering right now. I'm always doing something. So, but yeah, I mean, specifically, what are we talking?
Let's get down with how do you find your passion in creating videos? What is it? If you're not a very good person to first be on the video, a lot of people are camera shy. A lot of people don't want to get in front of that camera. How are some kinds of ways that we've taken off and been able to get in front of the camera? Let's open up about that. How is it we able to get over that comfort zone, if you will?
I think first off, man, you just got to jump out there and do it.
Yeah, I agree. You do. You definitely got to jump out there and do it.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as like jumping out there and getting there and doing it, like, is it sit down in front of the camera and did you all do it? Like, for me personally, I remember when I first started doing videos, I'd sat down in front of the mirror and I would like stare at the mirror, looking at myself, making sure I can articulate what I'm trying to say. And I still, have a problem not always focusing on the camera. I still look off into the different ways. What about you all? Y'all had any of these things that you all went through to kind of get a better camera presence?
Well, I'll share a bit of my experience. I mean, I got a lot of video content out there. I took an assessment not too long ago how many videos I have, and I think I have like 150 videos out there somewhere. Nice. Like on Facebook and YouTube, but mainly on Facebook, and that's between different channels. Like I got pages. I'm sorry, I have like 3 different pages that on Facebook that I have been developing and just, putting content out on. One is called Icon, spelled EYICON. And I just upload like a lot of different video content, but I got several of my own on there. And then the one that I probably posted the most video content of myself is on a page called Live from My Smartphone. And it's named that because it actually started with the album I recorded last year called Live from My Smartphone, where I actually used my smartphone to record my vocals over tracks. And actually, I have to put this in there. I'm the first person to ever do that, not record music on a smartphone, but I'm saying to actually record an entire album and release it commercially and, actually sell it. You know what I mean? So that's something that I have in my background as far as that goes. And but with that said, I had developed, I realized that Live from My Smartphone was more than just music. And so I just started interviewing people. And because I kind of feel comfortable in front of a camera anyway, but in some regards, when you trying to make some content, especially on the fly, or if you're laying it out to think about it, sometimes you may be hesitant because it's like, well, what do I come up with? Especially if you're not used to doing it on a consistent basis. But the more that you do it, the more comfortable you become and the more ideas develop. And, it's just really just a matter of doing it. You don't really, I mean, in this day and age, man, you don't have to be so detailed and so meticulous about how and when and all that stuff, unless you're trying to create a professional laid out show or something like that. You don't even have to do it, because the biggest people who are winning with video content right now are people who are just doing it just like we're doing right now. And you can check out some of the biggest social media figures out there, and you'll see that even though, they got clean looks and stuff like that, believe me, they doing a lot of their best content is on the fly. You know what I mean? Like walking out in public with a smartphone in hand, just doing their thing, Right. So I agree with you, Ronsky, about just jumping out there doing it, because that's what you have to do. That's how I did it. I was just like, well, you know what? Let's see what happens. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of response, a lot of views, and sometimes you won't. But as long as the content's there, it lasts forever. And over time, people discover it, And that's what happens to the page that I had, a Live from My Smartphone page. Like, I got videos on there, man, that I put out some time ago. And look, you're not going to be able to keep track of all the videos you got, especially when you got that many videos and you constantly keep putting out content. But sometimes when I go to review them just to see how many views they got, man, I got videos that started out wouldn't get no attention, like 1,000 views or 350 views, or, like I think one of them got like close to 2,000 views, and I have not paid any attention to it. It's just doing its own thing. You know what I mean? So you just got to just do it. That's all.
Husky, what about you?
I agree with that. I think it's really all about, what's in you also, man. Some people got it and some people just don't. There's just, you got people that do it, man. Perfect example. I feel that, and I don't know, maybe, other people would disagree with this, but this is just my opinion. Let's just say actors, for instance, Ice-T, Bokeem Woodbine. Those were not great actors, but they were surrounded by great co-actors. You know what I mean? They're not, and trust me, this has nothing to do with hate. It's just about the content. Some people have it, some people don't. You got some people who get in front of a camera and freeze, but in the shower they can be colder than Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? But it's just to a point where, me myself, when I said to actually jump out there, some people don't know what they can do until they do it. You know what I mean? And me myself, I knew I always wanted to be a performer. I knew I always been, I wouldn't say the center of attention or something like that, but it was just to a point where, okay, my very first performance, it was a flop. And when I say a flop, it was terrible in front of a bunch of people. And
Draw South asked, how long have you been doing music?
Oh man, we talking 30 years. I would say like 31. I started actually rapping, man, like in 86. So, I'm not a youngin'. But yeah, I started rapping like in 86, 87. But I technically started rapping and making, music for the public, I would say around 93, 94. And then I really started taking it serious, I want to say like around 99. And, I did get signed in '03. But of course, they gave me 2 weeks to get myself together and I came back here and caught a case. So, which was, they even told me like, it's better that you caught that case before we signed them contracts. And I mean, I had learned a hard lesson then because they said had I signed the contracts and they gave me that money and I would have been spending that money trying to get myself out of trouble and I'd have still went to jail, then I'd have got sued.
Super Extreme Living,
So
that 6 years back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, it's a lot there.
yeah. But back to what we was talking about as far as being in front of the camera, it's about what makes you most comfortable. It's like it's not you can't think of it as talking to a million people. You got to think of it as you talking to one person. You know what I mean? So I think that's what makes comedians so successful because it's like they talking directly to you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking to a million individuals. You know what I mean? So it's not a bunch of people there. It's just like one big person that they talking to. And that's kind of how I look at it when I get in front of a crowd and start to perform. So when I get up in front of a crowd.
Rumsky, I'm sorry, 1 second. Miss Valencia Nash did just pop in. And I wanted to say, hey, Miss Valencia Nash, if we can real quickly, can we just 1 second and tell the ladies and gentlemen about
Welcome.
Who you are, what you do, and kind of spill in on that real quick, and then we'll get right back to the conversation.
Okay, so who you said? Who am I? Is that what you want me to really quick?
Right, yeah. Give them the downplay. Tell them where they can follow you on social media, and then we'll get back into what Ronski's talking about on how he overcame being in front of that camera.
All right, so my name is.
Yes, give us a quick synopsis.
My name is Valencia Nash. I am in the military. I've been in the Marine Corps for 17 years, but I also I manage a lot of artists. I manage people. I'm the director of marketing for a couple of major companies. One of them is China Luxury Hair. We have our main office over in Hong Kong, as well as I'm an A&R for IU Music Group, and that's in Hong Kong as well. So you can just find me at Miss Valencia Nash. So that's MRSVALENCIA Nash, NASH, and that's on all the platforms. So on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Miss Valencia Nash. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, don't be. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm a little late.
It's all good. It's all good. Better late than never.
Right.
But just really quick, just to bring it all to a close. When it comes down to actually getting in front of the camera, it's really all about when you find your comfortable zone. I don't care who you are. You have to find a comfortable spot where you can actually not be. I guess you gotta not really be trying to judge yourself at that point in time. Like if we have a conversation, like me and you, Montez, when we have a conversation, me and you can be laughing at each other all day because hey, who are we performing for? You know what I'm saying? There's no performance. We just being ourselves. And that's what people need to understand. Don't get in front of a camera and then start being so scripted. You have to just let it flow. I mean, whatever comes to mind, let it happen. Like when I do my recaps of these battles, I don't write anything down. I just remember what it is that I saw, and then I kind of just pretty much bring it to light. So I feel that really when it comes down to presence in front of a camera, I think it's really all about your comfort zone, pretty much. You want to be successful.
Any inputs on that, Dewan? Do you got anything you think that Valencia? You got anything you want to put on that?
I'll just like to comment. Yeah, definitely. Get into your comfortable spot and just do it. Like I'm definitely a behind the scenes type person, but Montez have encouraged me to come out and be in front of the camera more. It doesn't bother me at all, but I have a lot of hats, and just let the people see who you are and what all you do, and then tell them the things you bring.
Let's see, you got anything to add on that? Well, I tell you what, man, I do believe that is very important. Now, where are you all lodging your video content? How are you all getting the best maximum use out of your video? What has video been able to do for you? What realms has it opened?
Well, I guess we're gonna go back to Mr. Northstar.
Well, I just put it to you like this. In my experience so far on this social media platform, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the places where you can put video, just put the video out there. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like it took me some time to figure this out because, when you use,
break it on down. Break it on down.
when it comes down to all of these, it's a ton of platforms out there for you to get exposure for whatever it is that you're trying to get out there with. Okay, whether it's in our case, since we're talking heavily about music, because we're musicians and artists or whatever, and or if it's just you got some other particular type of content that you're trying to get out there, yourself with trying to be on every single platform or anything like that. You just need to find a platform that you feel comfortable with, build your audience there. But at the same time, I would say it isn't in your best interest to put content on other platforms and try to build it along with the platform that you're most comfortable with. So that way people can find you more. Because one of the things is that the more content that you have out there, the more visible you become. And let's say, for instance, in the case of searches on search engines, your content will end up being, begin to pop up, where people discover you and all kinds of stuff like that. And as they say, you're only one video away from, changing your life. You know what I mean? So if you're really trying to make something happen for yourself, you have to, one, keep creating it, two, constantly putting it out there, and three, just be consistent. That's pretty much it.
Man, that's the whole thing in a nutshell right there. I mean, me myself, I couldn't have said it better, man. I couldn't have put it no plainer. Me myself, I'm pretty much loving what it is that I'm doing. I didn't think that, and I think that's a big deal too, man. If you're really liking it, you're gonna continue to bring it because it's something that you actually want to do. Me myself, man, everything that I do, I don't put out stuff saying, oh man, everybody's gonna like this. I put out stuff saying, dude, I myself like this.
Right.
And I myself would actually watch it. You know what I'm saying? Although, unfortunately, I can't keep rewinding my YouTube videos because then they'll start sweating me. So, I mean, I find myself going on my personal laptop and then just kind of like running back the stuff that I've done. But it's always a good feeling to see when I go back to my videos that people are actually watching, comment, interacting with the videos and actually liking it. I mean, it's just I'm trying to put it the best way possible because I mean Northstar is just hard to come behind. He can't. my man he put it all out there. I mean, what else? How better can you explain it? You know what I mean? So yeah, consistency and motivation. Actually, man, if you like what you're doing, man, it's gonna always come to light. And I love what he said when he said you always one video away, man, from pretty much breaking it. And me myself, I think I found a niche, but I'm thinking, I like everything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking what I'm doing. I'm bringing guys to the forefront, and not only am I doing that, I'm bringing things to people that I didn't have. I didn't have anybody that would say, "Hey, man, if you need that, I got you," or if you need to be put out there, I got you. If it ever happened like that with me, it's always, "Hey, man, if you ain't bringing me this, then I'm not bringing you that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me myself, I don't look at it that way. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why everybody is taken to me, because not only is my content, it's not A1 as of yet, but it's good enough for if I do bring it to the forefront.
It's definitely it's definitely getting there. I mean, it's good content, man. That's all I know. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched this content, make sure you go check it out, man.
Gratitude. Yeah, and make sure you subscribe. No Chill, No Filter TV. But yeah, it's just to a point where it's gonna always be to a point where my next video is gonna always be better than the last one I made. So I want to be that person. I want to be the person that I didn't have. I want to be that person for them, their voice. So when they do come to me like, hey man, I really need this video done, I'm not gonna stop another person's success for the sake of a couple dollars. But you got people that would do that, you know what I mean? Which is unfortunate, but you know, that's how it is. That's the nature of the beast, so to speak. So,
and you know what? Just to touch a little bit on what you said about each day, each time you upload a new video, it gets better, right? So, like for me in my process, like I remember, and I do the same thing. I try not to get myself flagged, but I have another YouTube channel. I'm not going to tell everyone what it is because this is where I first began. But on my other YouTube channel, I'll go back there because I end up getting it flagged anyway for not really knowing how to run YouTube. I don't know if anyone's ever got themselves flagged in the YouTube channel, but I do go back and I look back at the films that I first started making, and I'm watching the films and I'm saying, man, and then I'm looking at the film that I might let out tomorrow, and I'm putting the two of them together so you're able to see the growth. So like for me, creating videos kind of like helped me get a better understanding of my progress. It's one of those things where like you are your own worst critic, right? Like for me, I was able to judge myself and say, oh, well, I want to be here by this year. I remember if you go back into my YouTube channel, I did a video as about New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution? I'm like, I don't have a New Year's resolution. I'm not going to plan to stop something tomorrow. I'm going to plan to get better maybe at something, you know, by the end of the year. I want to be better at this, but I don't really want to stop anything. I want to get better at it. So at that time when I had shot that video, my transitions were crap. I was just the color, everything was just terrible, and I ought to, you know. But when you look at the progress, if you're able to tally that off your sheet, you're able to know, hey, look, I'm still moving, I'm still growing every single day. So for me, it's like it's a good thing to look. It's a good tool to be able to look back and be able to say, hey, look at my progress. Not only that, but within the videos, I've been able to land more relationships with other people. My video content, you all know, it's always towards helping someone else, getting someone else to that next step. So it's really been able for me to build stronger relationships with others, because when I'm going out there, just like Blonsky said, when you're going out there, I never had anyone say, Montez, I'm gonna shoot this video for you off the strength of who you are. You know, that was never ever happening. It was always the mucho dinero. I had to pay the duckies to have them come outside and come do something for me. So now whenever I'm able to go out and deal with my artists or my businesses or anyone that I might find attractive or in my mind, I'm able to go out there, and if maybe they don't have the budget, you know, that's not what's mattering to me. What's mattering to me is helping. I think video found me a heart to care, if that makes any sense. Like, because then I saw the bigger picture through the video, because then I was able to see how I can touch someone through just the audio or just a video of what's going on. It was able to move someone's reaction towards who I am, because I'm going out there and I'm helping off just because I want to. And again, like I'd like to touch again on what Ron Ski said. He just touches on a lot of stuff that it means a lot to me. Is if you don't like it, why do it? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, so like for me, it's not something that I dread doing. I really enjoy doing it. So it's not so much for me to say, hey, I'll create video for free, because you know I'm still able to, and myself able to grow emotionally, physically, or even just in brain spine. Like just, okay, next time I want to do my film this way. I've been watching a lot of the opening up acts that people are doing for their YouTube videos and doing, I guess you would say, a trailer. And it's awesome to watch all the different ideas that are coming out and they're coming about. So then it becomes like, for me, I would like to have a really nice trailer. I want to work on so it's pushing me too. it's pushing me to go try to do something better. It's pushing me to get further inside of my own niche of what I'm doing. So that's what video's done for me. What about you, Duane?
Like I stated before, always been the one directing and shooting the videos, so I never was in the forefront. And thanks to Montez, you right there.
Yeah.
Told me that I definitely reverse those roles and do both. So especially if it's something that you love doing and helping people and just getting it out, getting the content out where people see and touch different peoples from different areas who might have the same struggle or the same story or anything and relate to them is always a great thing.
Facts.
Definitely. But you know what though, as far as that is concerned, I think really it's kind of basically on what is the actual plan. Like I told you, like with me, I really don't. Well, I guess my plan is becoming clear now because everybody is kind of like steering me. I'm being steered at this moment because I really didn't know what I wanted to do until people started bringing it to me like, hey man, can you do one of these for me? Or can you do one of those for me? And the biggest deal right now is everybody wants me to do the battle raps. So I guess that is my direction at this point, you know. So, and I have no problem with it. These are some amazing and awesome guys, but you know, women too. But it's just to a point where, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of create a filter also, because if you don't, you can definitely get caught up in some stuff that you don't want to be in. So I mean, I think it's really all about like what direction you want to go. You can't just be getting tossed back and forth, because what it end up happening is, man, it'll kind of start to flop, because then you will stop having that zeal for it. You'll start being like to a point where like, what am I doing anyway? You know what I mean? So every disappointment to be so huge, instead of like right now, I haven't had any real disappointments unless like something happens where I'm almost through a video and then all of a sudden, you know, it tells me that my editing program has stopped working and I didn't save.
I know exactly.
So now I'm sitting there like, now, dog, I'm like, oh my God. I'm talking about that's enough to make me just set it down and go lay down, man. That's it. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to.
Ron Ski, let me tell you something, man. And Dwayne, I mean, I feel you, Dwayne, on because I never mentioned this, so y'all have to kind of forgive me, because like, you know, it's many of us on here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us have like a ton of accolades. So I'm also into graphic design. And when you said about saving, listen, man, you got to save as you go along. You know, that's just a word of advice. So for the future, if you haven't already been doing it, just make sure when you get started, say you get up to a certain point, you like what you got, just save it. And if it crashes, at least you got the file from where you left off at. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you do it,
okay, so, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Where were you a month ago?
You mean? What do you mean?
I mean, hey, look, now I'm talking about it happened to me like 10 times straight. I'm just sitting up here like, oh my God. And I'm talking about, we talking 3-round battles. 3 and 4 minutes a round. And I'm talking about
from here on out, brother, man, just make sure that you hit the save button as you go along. So whatever you putting together, say you got a piece of content that you feeling, because you know, like sometimes when you can get like, I know 10 minutes don't seem like a long time, but when you editing something, 10 minutes is a long time. You know what I mean? Yes. So every few minutes, just hit the save button, man. You know, so that way you have like, you got a starting point and you're not starting all over. Because it happened to me before, and I learned that the hard way. And that's something that's like, I do that every single time I'm doing something. I make sure that if it's not on automatic save, where it's saving like, you know, every so often, then I'll make sure that I'm saving it myself. On automatic save, I still hit the save button myself just to have it as a habit, you know. So for anybody who's out there, just make sure y'all do that. All right.
You see this? You see this?
Yeah.
This is always hooked in.
Okay.
Always hooked into my computer now. You see that?
Yeah, that's your
That's a
external hard
terabyte.
drive.
Yes, sir. But
Okay.
I mean that
All
ain't
right.
got nothing to do with me actually saving my content while I'm editing. But I mean that there is like, okay, that's a part of my computer now. My laptop goes nowhere without that terabyte. So it's
Yeah.
like anytime I'm finished with something, I save it and I automatically upload it right to this external hard disk, hard drive. So
Okay.
it's just to a
Okay.
point where, man, I do not ever. That's a nightmare now. Like, man, that's. I mean, wake up in cold sweats. Like, oh my god. Like, you know what I mean? I'm talking about Freddie Jason nightmare. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
just, yeah, man. I mean, but everything is trial and error. You learn as you go. You know what I mean? Because you can
Yeah.
say like, and that's another thing. Like, as far as, and we just gonna kind of go off into something else right fast. Help, who is actually helping, you know what I mean? And I
Mm.
ain't talking about if you ask me, hey Ski man, how do you actually go into your program and do this and that and the third? Helping is saying, hey man, this is what you do. Are you by your computer now? Okay, this is what we finna do, and it takes us maybe an hour or 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, and we go through it. Helping is not saying, oh man, go to YouTube and click in. No, that's not helping me, man. You know what I mean? If I wanted to go to YouTube, I'd ask you what video I want to see. Hey man, is it this video on YouTube? Yeah, man, you can go to YouTube and you can check that out. If I need help, I'm a hands-on type person. I can't just read a book and then know how to build a skyscraper. I need to
Right.
actually know where to put the screws. I need to know where I got to get the material. I need to know what to put I need you to actually guide my hands until I can start like riding a bike. Okay, hold
Right.
the back until I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, guide myself and roll.
Don't
But
just
you
let
got
me
some people, but honestly,
go. don't just let me.
huh?
Don't just let me go.
Right, right. And then see, but think about it. That's how life is. You don't even know you going by yourself because that person is helping you so much. But now that person doesn't let you go a block away, a block. I mean, a block ago. But you still rolling, and you still think that person behind you until
Right.
you stop and look back like, wow, I was riding by myself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the type of person I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be that type of help. I don't want to be that person that just guides you to where you need to go. That's a boss. That's not a leader. And that's why everybody, oh yeah, I'm a boss. That's why I'm not messing with you. Because I don't mess with people who deal in black and white. I want to mess with people that'll get their hands dirty with me. And that's just
Gotcha.
that.
The
Yeah, huh?
what programs are you using to what kind of programs are you all using to do your film on your edit work, or what are you all shooting with?
I use my
I
smartphone
might. Okay.
and I use an app on my smartphone called Power Director.
What's it called?
Power Director.
Power Director.
Yeah, and I got the paid version. They got a free version. The free version is really powerful, man. It's dope. That's what made me do the paid version. The paid version doesn't really cost that much money. I'm saying I think you're gonna pay less than $20 or something for the app or whatever, and it's a one-time fee, and it's worth every penny. You know.
What was that? What was that
Like I
app?
have a on.
What was that app called
It's
again?
called
We're gonna make
Power
sure
Director.
we make sure we're gonna put this inside a quote. Power Director app. What does the app do now? Power Director.
It's basically a video editing app for your smartphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? A video editing program for your smartphone. Now, how much does it cost? What is it? You said it's a free version?
Yeah, the free version. See, here's the thing. When I first discovered the app, it was very powerful. You know what I mean? But then they did some upgrades. I mean, enhanced it. Then it got even better than it was. You know. And when I was using the free version, I don't like watermarks. You know, like unless they're my watermarks. You know, and that's why I ended up buying the free version because I was like, the way I kind of look at it is, I look at it like this: when you put out content, you got people who put out content for fun, and then you got people who put out content because they're trying to build something. I figure if I'm trying to build something, I don't need to be using a video app that's free with a watermark because people gonna look at it like this guy's like he's just doing all this stuff, but it's not really like real. It's playful in a way, because you know how it is psychologically. People think of things differently because they be like, oh man, he's using the free app, man. He ain't talking about nothing. have my own
Right.
watermarks, my own everything, my own this, that, and the third. People look at it like it's, you know, better, more professional. So I ended up buying the paid version, and it's been worth every penny. You know, I use it all the time, man.
Guaranteed.
As a matter of fact, that Top Buzz video got out on YouTube. I edited with that. You know what I'm saying? Right on my smartphone. You know?
Nice. And where can I find you at on YouTube, man? I'm gonna go and subscribe.
Northstar America. Just put in the name and I'm gonna pop right up. Northstar America.
Cool.
Yep.
So you'll be seeing me handling my business. I think Dwayne either lost us or he left. Well, I guess he wasn't.
He'll probably be back in here in a minute. He may click the wrong button. It don't take a second to press the wrong button. Y'all know how that is.
Right. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm definitely digging this here, man. So you know what? Just let me guide something real fast, man. Let's talk about a serious. Let's talk about well, actually, hey, Dwayne, would you like to give us your take on what it was that we was just talking about before I go off into something else?
I use Adobe Master Suite, and that has Premiere and After Effects in it. I also use Sony Vegas for smaller projects that doesn't need that much video graphics or animation. But yeah, that's why I use the whole Adobe suite. That's why I do my graphic design with my Photoshop, InDesign. I use Illustrator, the whole Adobe suite I use. But for video, definitely Premiere and After Effects.
Okay. And you know what? It's just so crazy that you said that because that's exactly what I use. I use Adobe Premiere. I have Red Giant, After Effects, and I do have the Magic Bullet. But
yeah, that Red Giant,
yeah, man,
all that them plugins count.
I got some man. What are you all talking about? The Red Giant. What is this? I don't even know.
Dude, look, if you watch Lionsgate and 20th Century Fox, then you've seen Red Giant work. Yeah, but seriously though, I think I jumped the gun by uploading Red Giant to this laptop, man, because it's definitely
a lot of
it ain't even that. It's just my laptop, and I got 8 gigs of RAM, but I need an actual desktop with 16 because this 8 is just not like if I add a Red Giant effect to a clip, it'll just freeze. My laptop can't keep up with it, so I'm gonna have to actually get me a well,
if you got 8 gigs, you can upgrade it to 16 just by simply buying a RAM cards off of Amazon or something, or one of them computer sites.
I done went to the Geek Squad and everything. They said I just got to purchase another computer all the way around. I mean, I hate that.
Oh, really?
I mean, now if you know
Geek Squad, I can remote it any computer right now and square anybody away, but Geek Squad is trash. They overcharge you off top.
Look.
Wow. Okay, so you saying? Hold on, wait a minute now. So you saying that I can upgrade my laptop to 16 gigs of RAM?
Absolutely.
Hey, Dwayne. Tell him about how you got that little thumb drive, man. If you got a computer that's like you can't get back in it, he just plug it in there, man. And you can get back in there like that, bro. I was like, no way. Like, I need you in my life. Like, hey, he's a truth when it comes to that.
These right here, if you get your password or need to break into them, I boot right to them and change the password. Hey, I do this, man. This is what I really do as my first love is fixing computers.
Okay.
Well, you know what, man? We definitely have to talk, man. We definitely, because I need to get this Red Giant to working. I mean, it even put more emphasis on my Magic Bullet, so I can't even do my Magic Bullet transitions or nothing because it's just so much information that's running through my computer right now.
If you want to go live right now while we on live, I can remote directly into your computer and check you out.
Hey,
let's do it.
Y'all stop that, man. Hey.
Hey, you know what? Hey, check this out. We gonna exchange information, man. I definitely want to do that for real.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I
Yeah,
definitely want you all to know that we do plan on making this a continuous thing. I did this a couple days ago and had everybody come on, but being that we've got such a strong, just a huge amount of knowledge right here in this sector, it may take a little while for people to catch on. So if it's going to take a little while, we're just going to keep on doing shows, and we're just going to get it to where you catch on. So I do plan to have more of these going on. So if you all have any questions in the comment box, go ahead and leave it in there, and we'll make sure to answer them. We'll make sure we'll get those answers taken care of. But go ahead, y'all. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, I got one thing that I would like to add right quick.
Go ahead.
It just hit me just a moment ago, and this has to do with the title, "The Power of Video Content," right? And it was something added to what you said, MC Ronsky, about putting the videos out, and Montez about how it helps. There's this lady on my artist page that I was putting out, like, because remember I said I did prison time, I did time in the feds, right? So like on some of my videos, I talk about that. I talk about like me having done time or some of my experiences or whatever. So when I would be posting these videos, man, you just don't know who is helping. You don't know like the type of inspiration you giving to people, or who it reaches. So she has a son that is incarcerated. He got himself in a little trouble. She didn't hear from him for like 2 or 3 weeks. She panicked and everything. So she hit me up in the inbox. She was like, "Look," and I don't even know this lady, who she is or whatever. And I asked, I said, "Well, how did you come across me?" Because I don't even think we was friends or nothing. Because how like you can go check to see if we Facebook friends or something, and we wasn't even friends. So I was like, "How did you find out about me?" She's like, "Oh, I see your videos all the time. I watch all your videos when you post them." And she was like, you always talk about that, so I figured you was the best person to reach out to, and ask, for some help. And I was able to help her out, to get her in contact with her son.
Nice.
And she hit me back and was like, "Thank you, I appreciate it." So and that's not the only thing, but that's probably the most powerful, profound, thing that I could like give to like anybody who's watching that may have doubts about some of the things that they're doing when it comes to video content, or how some people may think that what they do is insignificant when it really isn't. I just wanted to add that, while it was on my
mind. Definitely. Wow, man. Yeah, that's powerful right there, brother. I mean, especially if you're out there, man, and that's another thing, like you said, man, it's a lot of things that's going on that you just don't know. I mean, you making changes in people's lives, man. That's another thing, definitely, man. That's a big deal right there, man. I know I would be. Now that's something that you can be proud of, but you got so many self-proclaimed heroes and self-proclaimed, you know what I'm saying, beasts, and self-proclaimed best rappers. You know what I'm saying? Everything is self-proclaimed, but ain't nobody said it but them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah,
they need to you know what I'm saying? And it's me myself, man. I don't think I'm doing anything. That's why it's so amazing when people come to me and tell me or commend me on what it is that I'm doing. So yeah, brother, I think that's a big deal, man. I'm gonna definitely go to your site too. I'm gonna definitely go to your site, man. I'm gonna go to your channel. I want to check you out on Facebook. I want to check you out on YouTube. And another thing that you said, man, I think, man, I would love to actually piggyback off of that. You said live from my smartphone.
Yeah, live from my smartphone. That's something that I actually started I started a page for a TV show on Facebook as well, and that's something. Before we stop, I'm gonna want to talk about that, because believe me, every one of us on here is gonna want to take advantage of what they doing on Facebook with this, man.
Definitely. I know when you first said that, I was like, man, that's something I'm definitely interested in doing, and of course I would ask, I would talk to you about it first to see how you went about doing it, because I don't want to just up and do it. And then, although you seem like a pretty cool brother, man, that like if you saw it, you'd be like, oh, wow, that's cool. I'm influencing. But you got some people that, like right now, it's some people that's even here in my city on some you know, man, how is you gonna be doing effects in your videos? Because I can, and I have effects in my computer. And if you feeling
Right.
that, if you feeling that, you the only person that can do them, then send me over the paperwork, and then I'll forward it to 20th Century Fox and Lionsgate and all them other people, and let them know that they can't use it no more either. I mean, you know, if you feel that strongly about it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just to a point where, you know, that, and that's what I wanted to talk about, man, as far as success and why it's so non-existent amongst us as brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course,
Hmm.
us three, us four, sitting here talking, I think we can come together, man, and bring up something, man, and come together, man, and create something, man, that'll run the world. You know what I mean? But the problem with that is maybe the distance. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that would even be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But what people need to understand is, and this is what I want to talk about, success, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a word that seems simple enough, so elusive, man, because when you talk about success, people need to really, really understand what it is that you have to do to attain it. Success really don't care about your brother getting killed. Success really don't care about your mama getting sick. Success really don't care that your lights and gas got cut off. Success gonna continue to move. That's the reason why you got successful people that it ain't that they don't want to kick it with the people that they came up with. It's just that they can't, because it's just to a point where
Right.
success is a fast moving train, man, that if you not at the station and you not aboard when it pulls off, then you get left. That's just that.
That's right.
I mean,
And you got people, and
that's
you got
so strong, man. Because like again, like I love how deep you're going inside this rabbit hole, man. I think that a lot of times is when we're looking at success, we expect it to be some kind of wrapped up gift or some kind of a pat on the back, or sometimes you ain't gonna feel nothing, man. You just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
right,
You know,
right.
we attach some kind of feeling with success when really it's not even that at all. Go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
I
But
got
the
another
thing is,
one, man.
though, just like I'm sorry, just like what you just said, successful people are the loneliest because even as us four sitting here, we could both, all four of us, could just all of a sudden, man, and in our own rights, just make $1 million tomorrow. Boom. You, Montez, Dwayne, North, me, we all do our own thing, but it gets lonely because, hey, man, we got things to do. We got to maintain that. So we only talk to each other in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have time to sit around like this every day, like people that's not successful do. You know what I mean? And unless this is just their job, you know what I mean? We're not Oprah. We ain't Wendy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, man, if you have to, if your thing is a car lot, you know what I'm saying? You got to be at that car lot. You ain't got time to sit around on your phone. If your thing is editing videos, that's what you have to do. You have to edit your videos. You have no time to, you know, hobnob with people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, it's okay to party sometimes. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it, you know what I'm saying, rule your life. Then you can't live. You know, you got to at least do something that you have fun doing, you know? So it's like to a point where I guess I'm trying to say success don't change you. It changes the way people look at you.
Hmm. And not only that, you always get back what you put in, but a lot of people want instant gratification. They want, oh, I just did this, and bow, it's supposed to land in the lap. No, you got to keep putting in that work, and then it will definitely come back everything you put in. It's never, you got to get your hands dirty all the time. You can't never stop.
And it's like,
And that is so true, man. Because and just 1 second, hold that thought, Montez and North. Just what you just said, man, is so funny. You got people every time I go on Facebook, you got people calling us haters and all this old type of stuff. Like, man, y'all say y'all love me, but y'all not sharing my stuff and blah blah blah. Dude, you got 10 friends on Facebook, man, that might mess with you. You're not finna go platinum off that, fam. What's wrong with you, man? So you mad because these 3, 4 people not sharing your stuff, dude? Stop playing, man. Get out. Every time I upload a video, Montez will let it be known because Montez showed me everything. It take me 45 minutes to do all the sharing I gotta do. because I'm not only sharing on Facebook, I'm sharing on Facebook, Top Buzz, Video, Google Plus, all these places, man. And these people just going to Facebook. And this is another thing. Everybody is so big on Facebook. Okay, when I share to Facebook, I'm not expecting nothing. I get 30 likes on Facebook, but then when I look over there at the YouTube video, I'm seeing 5 and 6 views. They're not even looking at the video. They just liking what okay, it's a post. That's all it is. So now you got people, oh man, dog, y'all say y'all love me, but y'all not sharing my stuff. You're not even getting up sharing your stuff.
Hey, hit him with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit him with that real, man. It's so real. Like, you ain't even doing nothing, bro. Like,
yeah, you're not. Look, people need to understand.
Man.
But if you just look at history, all successful people had a clique, had a group, had a team. NWA was so successful because they all did what they were supposed to do. Tupac was so successful. You got people that forgot all about Digital Underground. They the ones that brought Tupac out. If it weren't for them, it wouldn't even be a Tupac. And you got people that wouldn't even know that, man. You know what I'm saying? You had
man, look, I'm telling you what, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are a light, right? So here's my thing. is there's some intellectuality going around inside of this here. And I want you all to know, I want everyone that's listening to know, because I know you may not be listening now, you may listen later. What this is, I don't even know what platform you're going to be listening on, because I believe it's going to be everywhere. This thing here, if you build yourself a team and you can do something with some kind, I mean, like, look at a movie. If you make a movie and you got all these people working together, you can move a whole lot faster than you would if you're just
go get him.
So I think again, after you find some like-minded people, because this wasn't easy, ladies and gentlemen. I actually want you all to know, I built my own personal relationships, and the reason why you're looking at these people here is because we all share something alike. We found each other somehow, some way. And now the fact that we all have something that we share a love for, a passion for, there's now a fortress. There's a fortress that's now been built. So I think a bigger thing on side of if you're trying to be a creator, if you're trying to be a business person, you don't really need to shove the idea of, I need a partner. They'll come. People that like minds will be attracted. Just like Dwayne said, sometimes success does not fall inside of your lap. You're going to have to do some kind of networking, some kind of conversation with someone that you don't know. And if you don't have value, by God, you better find some. And we talked about how you can put some value into the air. We talked about how you can put value out there. Now it really comes down to one of those things. It comes down to you. What are you going to do to put that value out there? And then once you do, here's the thing. You want to cry. You want to fuss. Someone doesn't want to share my stuff. Joey won't hang out with me. Bobby thinks I'm that. Well, maybe because you're not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because you're not. Why would someone want to join up with you if when I'm looking at your resume and it ain't showing me nothing? I'm looking at it thinking like, well, he has a good talk. But when I want to find out what he's actually doing, there ain't no videos. There ain't no blogs. The work ethic's not there. So why am I going to come and pull you up by your bootstraps? Why in God's name would I do it? For a headache? You know
hey, Montez, let me follow up on what you're saying right there, right? And this has to do with somebody who's really, really close to me, which is my brother. And this just happened yesterday, right? He, like I told you, I'm in the internet marketing. And he is just now, starting to get into it, right? And I've been told him about, the business and all this stuff. But for the time that I've been in it, what I've been doing is a lot of learning, researching, and experimenting, right? So I know a whole lot of ins and outs about it. I done made a little bit of money, not nothing to brag about, but I've done it. I actually have a track record of, making some money online. So I know how to do it. But most of my time in it so far has been actually digging deep to learn it so that I don't lose money doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to lose money online. So So yesterday we were talking, man. We talking for like a long time. So then I asked him, I said, hey, see about all these different videos and resources and stuff. And he's always like, man, have you heard of this? Have you heard of that? I'm like, yeah, I'm a member of that. Yeah, I already know about that. Yeah, like all the stuff, right? So then I said, hey, well, how come you didn't just ask me? Why would I ask you if he said, why would I ask somebody something if you haven't been giving me any reason, you haven't been motivating me to ask you. I don't see anything that motivates me. So I was like, I couldn't say nothing, right? Because he was right about what he was saying. It's not true about what I'm doing, but this is something else he added on to it. He was like, man, he said, I'm not saying that you're not doing nothing. He said, I just don't know what you've been doing. So that just, it doesn't motivate me to be like, okay, man, why don't you tell me this? Why don't you tell me that? I said, you know what? You're right. I can't argue with that. But the thing about it is, I had came back with him and I said, listen, I said, man, I got content everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I've been doing stuff for a while, just laying the foundation out there. And I said, man, it ain't nowhere that you can't go that you ain't gonna find me. Pretty much. You pull me up, you're gonna see on the search engines. I got stuff on YouTube, Facebook, this, that, and the third. And when I started laying like all these different things out there, he was like, you know what? Damn, I really didn't even realize that I actually had a resource that I could actually pull from to do what I need to do. So I ain't got to be trying to do all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So I just following up on what you're saying about people talking about, oh man, such and such ain't hanging out with me. How come they ain't partnering with me and all this, that, And it just was interesting because you hit on that point, and then it just reminded me of what he said to me yesterday, and it was just so funny.
It is so facts.
When I don't see nothing that's motivating me, and I was like, well, you haven't even. I said most of the stuff that I put out there, I'll like tell you about it, but if you ain't really showing no interest, I'm not about to be pushing it on you. You know what I'm saying? It's a big world, a lot of people out there who love it. You know what I mean? So I ain't really tripping like that.
Yeah, man. I'm like, you got something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things I look for when I do find somebody. A lot of people could talk it, but if they're not putting forth the action behind it when I go looking, then I'm just going to bypass them straight out the gate, because that means you're just talking and you're not about that action that you're really talking about. You don't have nothing to show forth that's saying that you've been doing it or you do it.
I mean, like, again, like if you're looking into like trying to find out individuals, like what makes you go look for a video? That's a good question to ask. What causes you? Because again, we're creators, right? We're really on the creative side. And don't get me wrong, just because you're a creator does not mean that you don't need to take the time to go watch other people's things. But I really don't spend too much time watching other people's things. Like my select couple of people, like the people you see here on the panel or whatever, I will watch their content because they're my bros. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep up to date to find out what they're dealing with. Like, just, hey, what's going on in your world? And let's connect. I do that. But as in otherwise, I can honestly say, when I'm looking for videos, it always has to do something with that knowledge part of things. What about you all? What drives you all to go look at someone else's video? What does it have to be to attract your brain or attract your time, if you will? Because at the end of this, really, if you look at it, we're in the business of trading time. We're in the business of having time that someone wants to watch our content. We're in the business of having time that someone wants to spend to explain to, or us to explain to them, or et cetera, et cetera. What about you all? What pulls you in?
Always learning something new for me.
Well, actually, I think being a content provider kind of puts you in a different light. When you provide content, it's just to a point where you so focused on putting your content out. You know what I mean? And once again, like I said, it's not about, you trying to put out, and of course, you're doing things for the people, you're doing it for the content, but you also doing it in a sense for yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, do I actually like this? I mean, because honestly, man, it's some stuff that's just so half-assed out there, man, where when you look at it, the first 5 seconds will cause you to click off because they obviously didn't care about it when they was actually doing it, much less posting it. So if and I'm 100% positive that they not watching it. See, I can watch my content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, see, I can watch my content. I can actually look at my stuff. I like the stuff that I put up because it's the stuff that I put up. I'm not, if I'm sitting here, man, there's absolute same thing as a rap artist. Do you know how many beats ran past me, man? Well, I was like, I would never, ever. That beat is just not comfortable enough for me. If it's something that I can't do, I'm not doing it. That's just that. But you got some people that are what they call, man, whores. They'll do anything. Okay, hell yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. And it could be whack as I don't know what, man. But they do it, man, just for the sake of doing it. Like, okay, you know what? If it's gonna put me on this YouTube channel, or if it's gonna put me in this Facebook live, then I'm gonna do it. You know, you got some people that just got certain standards. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's some things that I would watch, and there's some things that I wouldn't. And okay, and then think about it. You got some guys like, let's just say, I'm pretty sure we all know who JJ Fish is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, everybody know who's JJ Fish. But why? Why do you know who JJ Fish? Why do you know who he is? As bad. Let me be quiet. Why do you know who he is?
Well, I know him because he's funny. I mean, well, put it to you like this: like the first video I ever seen of him, I thought he was like what he was doing. I thought he was actually doing it on purpose, like to make a parody or something. But it turns out that he's really like that. Like he really puts out content like that on purpose. So
it's serious.
Yeah, but I started like paying him attention because I was like, I want to know what his
motivation.
No, not motivation, not for me. Because I know what motivation like he just, that's him. He's a character. But I'm saying for me, I looked at him and paid attention because I was like, well, let me see what it is that he what is it about him that other people are, why they are paying him attention. You know what I'm saying? Because I can learn something from him, and I did. So that's why I know who he is. Check him out from time to time. You know,
I'm dying to say this. Like, it blew my mind. Like, when I actually dove down inside of the rabbit hole, I said, "Now what?" That's all I could say. That's all. I never knew. Like, again, like, this is one of those things, like, you don't know until you do or until you go. Like, because until I started doing it, I never really sought to look for, if you will.
Right. And you know what? Once again, that's another one of those accidental successes. I think somebody lied to him, like, "Oh yeah, man, you should upload that, man. You got a hell of a voice." And they just did it.
I don't know, man. I might have to disagree with you on that. Hey, I just think he just did that on his own, bro. He might have uploaded a video being funny and something happened.
No, I don't. I'm telling you, no, I do not think that dude did that, man, because he was trying to be funny or be laughed at. Because I'm looking at this stuff, and this dude is actually trying. He dude think he like R. Kelly status. That dude think he the bomb. But you know what? Yeah. I think it done got to a point now, though, especially when he went on Tosh.0 and stuff like that. I think it done got to a point now, though, he's done accepted the fact that he's actually the worst of the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to a point where he just know now. Okay, you know what? I know I'm retarded. You know, I know I act like this. I know this is what's going on and this is what's paying me. So I'm gonna continue to do it. Think about it. He got beautiful women. I know he paying for them, but he got beautiful women in his videos, and he's still acting the exact same way. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed, man. I mean, he just came out with something brand new, and it's still the actual. It's the exact same. Exactly. What is with this dance? I mean, like, dude,
are you? If it ain't broke, you feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. But once again, that goes back to us as sane men. We have standards. Right. I'm keeping it all the way 100, man. We have standards. Okay, you got guys that done did some seriously crazy stuff for the fame, but keeping it all the way 100, I'm not finna suck a penis for 1 million views. That's not finna happen.
Right.
I'm not finna.
Nobody got to do that.
But no. But see, and that's the thing. Do you hear what you just said? Nobody has to do that. That's just like somebody asking you that stupid question: would you have sex with Michael Jackson for $1 million? Fam, If you got to ask that question, you would have sex. You would have sex with Michael Jackson for $5 or for free. Man, if you got out of jail, man, and your woman had a sex change into a man, would you still be with her? Fam, you want to be with a man. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep keeping it 100, asking those type of stupid ass questions. You trying to get somebody to kick it with you. For real.
Yeah, they
You trying
projecting
to,
those thoughts onto you, but
yeah,
it's what they really want to do.
right, exactly. You trying to get somebody to kick it with you. You trying to get somebody to kick it with you in that light. And you want people to know that you kick it like this. So let's just say, hypothetically, somebody do ask you that question, like, "Oh yeah, man, I'll still kick it with her," and blah blah blah. Man, watch how terrible of turn that conversation takes. Now you're gonna sit up there looking at your guy like, "Fam,
listen,
I was
I ain't even about to engage in nothing like that because that's not what I'm
exactly."
about. So why do I need to be talking about it? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And see, and that's what we're
You know?
talking about as far as what's going on with this dude. People have certain standards. And see, us as men, if we really want to make it, man, and I already see what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? But for real, on a serious note, for us to make it, man, we already know that we're not gonna beat the same dirt as everybody else, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, this is what I want to do. I don't wanna jeopardize my integrity to be successful. You know what I'm saying? I just feel that you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can be yourself. People can love you for who you is. You know what I'm saying? Look at Bernie Mac. That was Bernie Mac on and off stage. You know what I'm saying? That was just dude, period.
Mhm.
You know, he didn't have to turn into somebody else when he got off stage or turn into somebody else when he got on stage. When Bernie Mac got on stage, look, his very first performance that I seen, man, I don't give a damn, and I ain't scared of none of you, Moma. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, man, y'all,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? And that was Bernie Mac on and off stage. So you know, it's really just to a point where, okay, and I understand if it works, like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's just certain things that I'm not gonna do. If I gotta slow roll it this way, man, then it is what it is. Me and you, we come from the same place, brother. We done been to the pen and stuff like that. So
Fun,
bottom line is,
travel,
and I
Colombia. Thank you so much
and I
for tuning in. Thanks for the shout out, and we will answer any questions you have.
for
Hey,
sure.
you know
And
who
I
Big Herc
myself,
is?
Big Herc.
Yeah, he got a YouTube channel. It's growing pretty big, man. And he did
I
Fed
haven't
Time
heard of
too.
it.
I
I
think
haven't
it's
heard of it.
called Prison Talk.
Oh, I
Is the
know
name of
exactly
the
what you're talking
channel.
about. Big Herc. He's like this guy is like he's like cock diesel. Like you
Yeah.
will break your neck with one motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's out of California, I think, and you know, he talks a lot of he answers people's questions about is everything's about prison. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Nice.
his channel, and he's doing him, and he's like, you know, just keeping it 100. I think he got over 100,000 subscribers now.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what's
like
up.
You know what I'm saying?
here's the thing. If you look at how
Yeah.
Big Herc actually set and he started his YouTube, it would totally like smash inside your brain. But you got to think like him being as big as he is and starting off as a bodybuilder, it wasn't really first off prison talk. Like for me, it was
Right.
first itsmontez.com, and that's a big thing for a lot of these people. Is yeah, you know, you'll have a run there, you'll have something that's going on, and you know what? Here's the thing that you know that we're talking about this. Falling in love with what's going on, bro, it's gonna change. It's gonna change, dudes. So like, don't get infatuated with how things are working now. You see how YouTube switches up the game 24/7. You see how like they're yellow dollars are deathing you and everything like that. Well, you know that if you cannot find a way to get around the yellow dollars of death, well then maybe that's the time where you need to start learning another platform. Don't stop YouTube, but learn in that time of transition while YouTube's being crazy. Learn something else and then apply it to what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I think that's something we can talk about a little bit there is being complacent on video platforms. YouTube's not the only thing, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube's not the only thing here. So
Well, let's talk since we're talking about that, let's talk about I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably about to mention Top Buzz.
I mean, well, Top Buzz is one of the things inside of the realms, but man, let me tell you what. Daily Motion and Vimeo and VidMe and all these other things will bring you.
VidMe is done.
It's not done. It's not done. Just like they said.
You sure? They sent me an email saying it's over. And they said we're probably going to morph into something else.
Exactly.
But stay tuned.
Exactly. So when they go morphing, when they go into their morph stage or whatever, and they go be something else, that content's still there. They're not going to throw all that away.
Yeah.
You know, because I got a buddy actually that has he did a Highbury TV, then he switched to Converse, but everything from Highbury went to Converse. It all's transferred. So then think about like this, like how you and me and Ron Ski had hopped on Top Buzz on a developing. It's just now being developed. So whenever that new platform goes, it's under development. So that means like if you like, let's just be honest about this. If we were on top of what was going on, then we would not, like me, for instance, I've got the #1 video on Top Buzz. I think I got like 2 of them up there. And if I wouldn't had hopped the situation and created content backing Top Buzz before everyone else did, then I would have lost. It's almost like a review. This flashlight here, it comes from Ozark Trail. If I was to do a review about this flashlight, I'm guaranteeing you there's 500 other people, 5 million probably, because this flashlight's been out since like 1999. Like this thing, so being that you can catch it, like for instance, when the adult pajamas came on. Y'all remember that Armstrong wristband that was yellow that everybody got, that Armstrong one that was yellow and everybody would have it, or Nike came out with it, or even the fidgeter. Let's just go to the fidgeter, right?
Right.
If you would have did that fidgeter right when it came out, you would be an overnight success because everyone wanted it. You know, so like that's the thing. If you can get ahead of that curve, and that's what I usually spend a lot of my time doing when I'm killing video content.
Well, Top Buzz is you know, that platform that is, you know, basically new, and it's new ground. That's all it is. It's new real estate for people to go out there, start building and getting a major present, you know.
Stomp all over it. And the fact that it's so new, there's so much space for someone to make.
Yes, a lot of space. It's a lot of space.
You know what? I think just really quick, man. The biggest deal with this whole situation is, man, I think the biggest deal, it all goes back to what Northstar said, man. Everybody is that one video away, man, from breaking it. I mean, just being 100, man, just because, you know, there's been times where I thought that, because, you know, I have all type of videos. I do it all. No Chill, No Filter TV is one huge platform for music videos, battle rap events, recaps, highlight reels, interviews, you name it, I got it. Because I'm glad he said that, because I was kind of wondering, but for him to say that right there, that's kind of like how I was feeling. I just didn't know how to word it. And that's how I feel. One day, I'm just going to upload something that's just going to take off. You know what I mean? And all I have to do is just keep doing what it is that I'm doing.
Well, be sure that since we're on this new real estate, Facebook has something called Facebook Watch, which is basically Facebook TV, right? And I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen it, more than likely you should be seeing it, because they have now a TV icon, or if you use it on desktop or laptop, it's right on the.
Here's the problem with Facebook
on
TV.
The sidebar.
And not even to cut it off, right? But like, here's the thing. Let's just go ahead and let's just be blunt about Facebook, okay? Let's just put Facebook out on the front.
Wait, hold on, Montez. You don't want to hear this, man. Trust me on this one.
I'm telling you, I'm about to debunk it. I'm gonna debunk it.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can, because we're about to disagree on this.
All right.
Because your favorite person talked about this on a video he just published.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, I already know.
Somebody that you love, Gary Vaynerchuk said this, so you're gonna want to hear this, okay?
Look. I already know. Northstar, look. Here's the thing. Let's just be honest about Facebook. And Gary, I hope one day you're watching my YouTube, because you're gonna know that I'm totally. Let me be quite frank about Gary Vaynerchuk. All right, Gary, and I'm actually gonna segment this out for you, and you're gonna see it in your Twitter right now. But anyway, What I'm trying to say here is this: Gary Vaynerchuk talks about his lifestyle on the phone, on the cell phone, and no one uses these anymore. You know what this is? This here's a home phone. Here's my thing. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about how everyone uses nothing but the cell phone. Bullshit, dude. Because in order to edit your films, in order to do the things you need to do, you got to have the PC. And here's the thing that's throwing everybody back behind the loop. While everybody's all stuck on their cellular devices, what's the newest app? How can I do this? You know what? You don't know diddly squat when it comes to that computer. So when it comes down to code, websiting, or any of those things, you ain't really learned nothing. The whole time you've been wasting your time sharing on. Yeah, so that's about that with Gary. You know, so as far as how I want you to see it like this, as far as how he talks about the certain things that he talks about, I do commend it. I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything he says, and he's quite frank talking about he shouldn't agree with everything. But let's just get on Facebook. If we're looking at Facebook, that platform is a bunch of crap. It's not going nowhere. It's staying on Facebook. I don't care how many I have 127 videos on Facebook right now. Literally on itsmontez.com. I got some that are ranging up to 16K. I got some that's sitting down at 1. You know what I'm saying? It ranges. But if I go and look for these videos, ain't no Facebook pulling up. Ain't no Facebook going. Even my friends ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not what's. Here's how Facebook will work.
Are you talking about internal or external Facebook? That's what internal the question. When you say
internal and external, you can't even take.
You can't
take the T
on external. You know, everything on Facebook is internal. I mean, exactly. Like you're not really see when it comes to searching for Facebook. If you because you know Facebook is actually detailed and specific, so you have to know what you're looking for, unless you're just looking for hashtags or specific subjects or whatever, right?
Right.
So if you're looking for people, you have to be like, if I'm looking for itsmontez.com, if I put in itsmontez.com, you'll come up.
You want to know?
But if I put in It's Montez, it's just gonna pull up anything that says It's Montez. Well, and if your .com happens to be behind it,
it would be
that, unless people are stacked up on top of it. You know what I mean?
If you type in It's Montez, you're gonna get me, because I actually have put in work behind It's Montez. So it's the same thing within the Google algorithm. If you do enough work against itsmontez.com, if you type in itsmontez.com, it's going to pop up next, just because I'm a widely searched individual. But here's my thing. If you're looking into Facebook again, why am I going to limit myself to where if someone has to type my name all the way through? Forget that. I want to be everywhere at all times. And the only way that I can do that is if I take myself outside of Facebook. Don't get me wrong. It is a great platform to grow upon. But as far as spending my time, putting my videos there, I only do it because video is such a blessing for me. But other things, no, I am not about to go edit a video and go upload it on my own onto Facebook. I'm gonna have another program do it. I'm not doing it myself, just because I know that video is not going to go nowhere. Even with here's the only way Facebook works. If you got a video on there and you pay for promotion, because right now I've been to Facebook jail so many times. I've got shackles on I got the scars upon my wrist. And that's the only way that works.
Montez, you sure you're not bitter, man? You sound bitter, bro. Like Facebook can't take you to jail.
He is sound like he's full of hate there, huh?
Nah, he don't sound like he hates. He just sound bitter.
He be very, very familiar with recidivism.
Yeah, with their Facebook.
Yeah, right.
And you had those shackles too, man. I can't share nothing. But if I tell you what,
well, you know what?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the first time I got penalized. Yeah, I mean, the first time I got penalized by Facebook, man, was because of like I was commenting one day, and I was putting up a whole bunch of comments like on plays, and they said hold up, because it doing it, and They blocked me. They said, hey, you know, we're gonna slow you down, so you won't be able to comment for like 24 hours or whatever.
You asshole! Like I'm trying to go everywhere.
So
stop that.
So you know what? In a sense, I do kind of agree with Montez on that. I thought we was here to promote. Why are you stopping me from promoting? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
well, I mean, listen, this is what I'm saying. What I said earlier about, you know, I mean, listen, this is a subject that I think me and Montez, like, we probably strongly disagree on, because in private, when he and I are talking on the phone and we bring up Facebook, he's the same exact way. So it's like, this is the real Montez talking to y'all right now when it comes to, you know, Facebook. Like, he's really serious and adamant about that, you know. Now, in my personal opinion and my experience, okay, I really favor Facebook. This is why I spend a lot of time on Facebook, right? Because Facebook provides a whole lot of tools and resources and all kinds of neat stuff for you to be able to use and develop. Now, don't get me wrong, Montez is right. If you really want to get seen and you want to get heard, like I'm talking about widespread, like what he's talking about, you got to pay to play, you know, because that's what Facebook, they it's for them to make money. You know, when you're trying to get your content widespread. Now, you can do it organically and it can grow organically, but the only way that's going to happen is a large following, a large fan base or something in order for that to happen. And the only person on Facebook that got that type of, you know, like, it's a lot of people on Facebook that got large followings, right? And it's a lot of different ways that, you know, methods that you can use to grow organically, but you can't expect large numbers if you got a small following. I mean, let's just keep it real.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I am the best.
Definitely.
I'm the best sharer. I am the best promoter. I swear. I feel like I've got the gin and juice when it comes to sharing on Facebook. Okay, when it comes to marketing, like, I feel like Facebook literally. If I know it, man, because like, if I was to pay. Look, I can take my wife's account. I'm gonna just go ahead and be truthful about this. Okay, look, everyone, just go ahead. Hear this. I take my wife's account and share my videos from her Facebook, but she don't get flagged. But if I do it, I go to jail. And they're talking about 21 days.
They mad at you.
Like
they mad at you.
Yeah. So you want to talk?
Well, it might be because, look, I'm gonna tell you something. See, your wife probably is just a regular Facebook user. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just shares different stuff she likes and stuff like that. That's something that what I was telling you that I learned when it comes to Facebook. Like, my personal account, I don't just share the stuff that I market. I talk about marketing, I share stuff that I market, but I also share regular content that's, like, you know, circulating around Facebook. And that's a strong point as to why I haven't had any trouble, is because I had to learn that. Because, like, for instance, there's this dude out of California. His name is G-Town Vega, right? He and I have done some arrangements when it comes to music or whatever. And he's a young entrepreneur doing his thing. But his account got locked up too. He got locked out of his account because he kept using his account strictly promotion his music. And all he does is sell beats. All he does is, like, you know, markets and promotes you know, stuff that he sells, kits, music kits and stuff like that. So he's always talking about that. So locked him out because he ain't paying to play. And I had to tell him that. I said, man, the reason you got that problem is because if you go on your personal account and you go down your timeline, all your timeline is buy this, do that. I got kits for sale and all that type of stuff. So yes, that's why he has trouble. But if you mix it up, then you won't have that issue, because Facebook looks at it like, oh, well, you know, even though he might be, you know, promoting this and marketing that, you know, he does share regular content. You feel what I'm saying?
We'll see. Check it out, man. Look, like, if for you and for me, like, I don't know how you use your Facebook. I don't know what's going on, but for, like, a content creator, you're using your Facebook to lodge your content. That's it. You're a content creator. I want you to watch my video and I want you to click the picture, and that's about it. If that's not it, then I don't know what else. But so, like, if my Facebook is full of content, what am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm sharing the same video. I got 186 of them things on there. I'm not sharing the same video. I'm sharing different videos. I'm sharing different photos. If I was doing the same one over and over again, or if I'm always promoting some kind of clothes, I can understand. Look, but if I pay for someone to watch this video, guaranteed I'm going to have all these buku. Look, but I'm not trying to spend confetti on that.
But see, here's the thing. You know what? And I'm just going to interject right fast. My little cousin, every time I turned around, he was texting me saying, "Hey, cuz," and you know I was doing his videos. He always texted me saying, "Hey, cuz, do you think you can share a couple of my videos, man? I'm in jail." And I'm talking about this is okay. You get put in jail in August, but you're not out until like September. I mean, damn, dude, what are you doing? So it got to a point where
that's probably because they don't have pages, man. You gotta have pages, external pages outside your personal page.
But see, what happened was you can't sit up here and you got this song talking about killing people and having sex with all these women and bitches and hoes, and then you study posting these in on pages and groups that are only there for Martha's Muffins. So you can't do that. Yeah, they gonna start reporting that. You know what I'm saying? Those are man. Somebody.
Oh, that's what he was doing.
Ain't nobody hating on you. Ain't nobody hating on you, dude. Anybody hating on you, dude. You gotta quit. You gotta quit putting those videos in these groups, man. That's not trying to hear that.
Yeah, you can't do that because ain't nobody trying. You gotta go after your market. You can't be trying to go after Martha Stewart's market. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
I mean, it could just be. But see, think about it though. It could just be a group. It could just be a group of a bunch of old ladies trying to crochet. It could be a group. It could be a group full of old ladies trying to crochet. And all of a sudden they go on this group and you sit up there with guns and talking about killing. Yeah, they finna report that. They don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of them cats is real obnoxious. I'm sick of waking up in the morning, man, with 87, 89 notifications, and they all the same person talking about this person shared this and this person shared that. Dude, all I needed was one of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to report your ass. In real life, you know what I'm saying? But it's just to a point where people need to understand Facebook is not the only platform to promote. That's it.
Viewers of View comes in and she says, jail sharing videos, and I told her it's a Facebook jail, and I said, yeah, we're in deep content. And then she says, I've been in jail of Facebook, it's okay. And she says, I see, it was lonely. It was a lonely ass sentence. look, you know it also well, like, man, I've been so many times, and it's actually like polluted my mind to where like I sometimes like I remember they sent me a message asking me would I like to tell them I guess like your last words or your last sentence, or is there something you're gonna do to change? You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, man, I ain't changing nothing. As soon as I get back out, I'm doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was so frustrating. But I'll tell you what, when I got back out, I didn't do the same thing. I wasn't trying to go back. Look, you know what I mean?
Well, but you know what? That's just like going to jail. That's just like real jail. You if you want to be out, if you want to be in the game, you're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play by the rules. Now, I don't know what y'all doing to go to jail. I've never been.
But here's the thing, well, man. This is so
jail anyway.
Listen, Montez. Listen. I don't know your strategy, but I'm going to share this with you, okay? Because, like I said, I've actually mastered Facebook, and I ain't gonna say every single aspect, but a lot of aspects of Facebook, I've actually mastered it. And when it comes to that, like I've learned from other people's mistakes, like yours. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you promoting your content, and like my friend, the producer guy, I told him, I said, man, listen, why don't you just start like you got another page that is strictly itsmontez.com. Now, it's nothing wrong with you taking that content and sharing, like upload it to that page or whatever other pages you got, and then promoting it.
I was sharing my
because Facebook doesn't see it as a direct upload, they see it as a share.
I will share my screen with you and show everyone here that it is on It's Montez. I got like lots of different pages. All right, I've been working on these things. I literally itsmontez.com it's the reason why. That's not even on my own personal page. It's the reason why I get shut down because there's so many videos. Like, here's the thing: is I know that I'm hacking the system when it comes to like the views because the view count's ungodly. Like in like 5 minutes, I can get 1K. 5 minutes, I guarantee you, I'll get 1K to come see it. But then if you're looking at like the other, Facebook promotion, I can do that, and within maybe 2 hours, I'll get 1K. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I've gotten to the point to where I can market through Facebook like it's nothing. Like no one will stop me. But then when it comes to the point when I actually start doing it, they're like, hey, now we'll let you get to like 2K, but after 2K, you're gonna pay or you're going to jail. Like, I mean, literally, that's literally how it works. Like, that's why I don't use Facebook. I put my video content there, and then I talk to my family there, and I network a little bit there. But the one me and him actually talk through me and him actually talk through Google Hangouts more than anything else. That's what we're on right now.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've never gone to jail through Google Hangouts.
Because Google Hangouts, I don't think they got jail. I don't think it. You know what?
Man,
honestly,
come on, man.
everything is everything. And you know what? Hey, man. You know what? For real. Hey, Northstar, man. You know, I think in this situation, man, you kind of beating a dead horse because it won't move. It's over with.
No, believe me. Listen, what I'm saying, what I'm talking about is not just for Montez. It's for the listeners. I'm just happen to be like, you know, in a debate with my man here. You know,
look. Views.
Right.
Facebook is a thug, man. They are, bro. They be like, man, if you don't give me my money, you're not crossing this bridge, dog. Like, that's the way they are, man. That's just the way they are. They need a toll fee, man, every single time.
Then why don't you?
They're like those bastards.
Why don't you pay? Why don't you pay to play? Just put in a little bit, man.
Pay to park my car.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? No, man, you always give me this shit. No, man, no, that's how they be doing everybody, man. No, I mean, sure.
Oh man, this is just too much, man.
Really, I just can't do it, dog. I just really can't do it. I just can't, man. I will pay for promo. I will pay to play, but man, if I'm doing it for myself, it's like, well, I'm gonna do that. Like, I understand now that's what they want me to do, so I will do it. But then after I do that, I'm bowed down to Facebook's foot. And every single time I turn around, they're gonna be, well, Montez.
I mean, but it's their platform, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't own it, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, it's like every other platform. We don't own none of them. So if they change the rules on any of these other platforms, how we gonna really get mad about something that they provided for us, and then they be like, okay, we want to adjust the rules on how.
Well, I'll tell you what
the only thing that you own is a website. Well, and you only partially own that because, you know, you got to pay rent on the domain name every year.
That's what I was about to say. I'll get Cliq Media.
Yeah.
I'll get Cliq Media Design to come and build that website because, you know, he does the draw website, so it wouldn't really, man, he'll get me together and I'll just put all my content on the website and you'll have to watch it there. That's where I'll quit everybody that keep playing with me, man.
But then you still got to pay for traffic to get to the website anyway. Right. So it doesn't even matter, man. You
know what? Let me interject right fast. Let me interject right quick. Do you hear, and I'm hoping to the listeners also, do you hear what Northstar just said? You got to pay. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. You are not about to, like all these guys, man, these people with all these millions of views and stuff like that, man, think about it. You got people with over 1 million views with videos you've never, ever seen. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is, man? Thank you. And I ain't gonna say that it's not fake views. It's just a point where you have to pay somebody. You got people with with platforms, man, with millions of people that actually come there and watch the content, like World Star Hip Hop. You know what I mean? So if you got a platform like that, yeah, you finna have to pay to get on there. You are not about to put a video up and it's just gonna go viral because it's nice. It's not finna happen. You
Yeah,
may
you're
get a
right.
few
Because
views and
most,
a lot. So you
my
may
bad,
get a
my bad,
few
bro. Go
views
ahead.
and people that you know are gonna be like, hey man, dog, I saw your video, man. It was real nice. Them the people that's gonna be watching it. That's why you're gonna get up to maybe,
A view,
80,
you already
90,
know.
100 views, something like that. But you will never go viral if you just post something and all of a sudden boom. See, you have to pay to put it somewhere where people can actually find it. That's just that. That's the nature of that,
Well,
man.
let me share this with you. I got a video on Facebook right now that's I think is maybe 31 or 3,300 views, right?
Mhm.
Every single view on that video is organic, right?
Right.
I got it there because I was experimenting, I was employing a strategy, and I was like, man, my goal was 5,000, but I didn't make that goal because I had at the same time I had other things like happening personally, and it kind of prevented me from like constantly pushing that. And but at the time when I was working it, this is exactly what I did. I'm gonna tell you, this is where I learned about commenting too much, and this is where I actually got blocked for 24 hours promoting this video, right? So what I did was I had went and did a search for people who like certain types of content, right? That was relatable to
Mhm.
what I had, like basically people of same interest. Okay, so let's say I went on, I said people who like hip hop or something like that in the Facebook search bar. So when it came up, all these pages came up for
I
hip hop
gave
or
the
something.
soul.
I clicked on it, and then I started going down through the comments and seeing like people who were sharing the comments, and I made sure that it was shareable on a page or whatever, and then I just commented on their post that they shared to their page, and then I commented about the actual content, and then I asked them to, would they check out my video, and if they like it, would they share it, right?
Okay.
And that's exactly how I got up all those views. You know what I'm saying? And then I got people who were commenting on it that's seen it because I asked these people to share it. Now I didn't ask 3,000 people to share it. It got 3,000 views because of those shares. So it was people watching it that
Right.
I didn't know who was watching it, but those few hundred people that I did get in contact with and say, hey, you know, I like this particular content, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I thought such and such was funny, or he really killed that verse, or whatever I was commenting on. And then I said, then at the end, I said, um, checking out this video, and if you like it, would you please share it with your friends and family? And boom, that's how I got it up there like that. You know what I'm saying? Just using that particular method.
Just to
So when
piggyback
it
Now let me
comes,
ask.
just to piggyback off
go ahead,
North,
bro.
Montez, I did the same thing. Yeah, I paid to play, but I did the same thing with Tyrese at 1st and that's how it started. But I wanted the money fast, so I paid to play. But it was getting up in the case, just like he said. If you like it, please share it. And they were sharing it to anybody who they wanted to try it because it affected them personally.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, it's a difference. Y'all need to understand something too. It's a difference between Facebook views and YouTube views. YouTube is more strict than Facebook. See, Facebook is okay. If somebody go past that video, it's already playing, whether
It's
they
already
click
on,
on it or not.
it's already on roll.
So right. So that's a view. But on Facebook, if you see somebody with 1 million views on Facebook, I really don't know if you can finagle them. I did have another channel where I tried the whole buying views and it got stuck, so I shut it down. And I'm talking about they stuck it at 3.99. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna ever try that again. But I'm pretty sure it's ways you can probably get around that, but I would never try it again. But with YouTube, they really, I'm talking about when they click on there and say, when they say they want somebody to actually review it, they got people that will actually review those things. You know what I mean? They is not playing no games because you can actually get paid of YouTube views. You know what I'm saying? So once you start really getting up in numbers, and even with me, I ain't done this long. But it's like once I got over 10,000 views and start talking to Montez, all of a sudden I look on my channel and I'm seeing these yellow dollar signs. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? So I asked Montez what that is. Oh man, those are the yellow dollars of death, and you know, they just gotta review this and review that. I'm like, oh, really, man? I mean, this is my content. But they making sure that you're not trying to get over on them. You know, I don't care if it's 2 cents. These folks, man, you got to understand something. You got to understand something. Google owns it all. Period.
Straight up.
I found out Google bought Facebook and everything. Google owns everything.
Straight up. Straight up.
So it's just to a point where everything goes through Google. Period.
And that's why I'm just like, okay, so you can either like I said, the only reason why I got videos on Facebook is because of my program video. You know what I mean? I use that heavily. It's like a staple. It's like my blankie. You know what I mean? But I would not put content on there just because I know that when it looks into my videos or if someone's into my content, my content's got to be other places to where, I guess you would say like Facebook has a kind of people that you have two kind of users in the world. You got two kind of people. That's just the way it is, bro. And for me,
right,
I'd rather go towards. I mean, if you look how many people done. Look, Facebook don't come on your cell phone, but I tell you, YouTube does.
Sure.
So
what you mean?
So like Facebook, you have to download Facebook and go to the App Store, download Facebook on your cell phone. So technically, Facebook must not be very much, because if you get your cell phone, YouTube's right there on your cell phone. Right.
That's because Google owns YouTube, so it's a Google phone because they own Android.
So
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it from those aspects, then who has the most viewers then? Who has the most people that's already... If you buy this cell phone, you already got a YouTube, man. You already got one, man. So everybody who's got one... So that's why I'm saying, why shall I waste time with the audio? I mean, I do play basketball with them a little bit. You know, I shoot the hoops every now and again. But for me, I'd rather spend more time on something to where the mass people are there.
It's almost like fishing. You got to have your lines out everywhere. You got these lines going to sit for catfish. I'm going to do a little bass over here and trout over there. Multiple lines in the water means, hey, when they get cold, those lines still hitting.
Right. Definitely. Dwayne, where you at, man? What's going on, man? You steady popping in with all these insights, man. What's going on, brother? Well, I know it got into a nice little heated conversation, debate with Northstar and itsmontez. But you know, yeah, I see you popping in. I ain't gonna lie to you, I almost forgot. Like, man, oh okay, yeah, Dwayne is there. That's what's up. but yeah, man, it's just to a point where I just think that, you know, it's up to you. Like Northstar said, you know what I mean? You got to pay to play, and if you want to do it, like right now, I remember I asked Montez. I said, hey, man, you know, maybe I should just go ahead and just pay for the promotion through Facebook. And the first thing he said was, no, man, don't do that. Don't spend a dime on that. Don't. And I didn't. But yesterday, I just came up to an agreement. Like, I just came, you know, it was just to a point where, you know, I'm sick of looking, okay, I'm at 2,600 or 2,700 some odd likes on my Facebook page, but every time I turn around, the likes go up, then they fluctuate, go back down, go back up, go back down. So I'm like, how can I just go ahead and get people to come through and actually love my content and start doing it? And then every time I turn around, there's a promotion. You know, boost your page for this amount, boost your page for that amount. So I was like, you know what, boost my page for 10 days, $3 a day. What the hell? Ain't but $3 a day, $30. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And I did that. Today is Wednesday. I did that Monday. I don't know when they're gonna start, but I'm looking like, okay, I done went down a little bit. So you know, what are they actually doing? You know what I mean? What's happening? You know what I mean?
Bail out. I told you not to do it, bro. I mean, I've seen people do But I tell you what, Dwayne, he's got a more of a. That's why you know what I'm saying that out of like this whole group of people right now, you're ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in right now, all these people right here on this panel right here are some internet guru type of individuals. So, you know, when I was listening to what Dwayne was talking about, it was just like it seemed he knows it, man. So again, there's certain lanes that you're going to be playing basketball in. You know, sometimes there's levels to this. Really, for real, there's levels to this thing, and I'm not. I guess maybe I'm good at like growing like organically, but even after organic, I come to a fall. Maybe because I just haven't spent. I'm so anti Facebook. Well, I mean, but I use it, but I just I'm saying like, man, I just man, I don't know about the book. Man.
Hey, Northstar, you just heard him, right? No more argument. He's anti-Facebook. There's nothing you can do about it, brother.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
It's
a wrap. No more debate. No more conversation.
Yeah. Well, what other platforms do you all like? What other platforms do you all like really do enjoy? Is it just YouTube? What I mean?
Well, you know what? I'm still trying to become familiar with Google Plus. I see it says all these millions of people in these places where I become a member, but I'm steady posting to these I want to say groups, and of course they got groups 40,000, 3,000, million, you know what I mean? But when I post to them groups, of course I get a few likes here and there, and then a couple people, I get some notifications saying that somebody commented under my video, but then when I go to it, it's some porno movie. I mean, like, what's really going on with Google Plus, man?
It's free range.
Yeah, free range. You just straight up.
Ain't nobody bleep it up or anything like Facebook.
It's like a deer. It's like a deer out in the middle of the open. Pow, got him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you're literally. That's why Google Plus is better though, because you are literally out there amongst the wolves and you can't get taken. You know what I'm saying? Like they like that's,
right.
That's. But I mean, you're in a bigger playing field. Google Plus comes on the phone. Facebook don't. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Like everyone's gonna have a Google Plus, so your hackers or your nut jobs or your wacky people or panty sniffers, they're all on there, bro. They're all on there, bro.
Yeah. I think those are videos that's getting the most content and the most followers, man, is the booties and the women on women and the porno and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think when you battle inside of them realms, I think it's clickbait could work for so long, but then you run in. Like for me, I've really been going into like the foreign Googles. Like if I can't read it, I add it. You know what I mean? Like it's literally the kind of thing I go for, because
right.
A lot of them are SEOs, and a lot of them are like I'm sorry, the baby started crying out. A lot of them are SEOs, and a lot of them the foreigner things. I can't read SEO, but then whenever I do that, I do know that they lodge it inside somewhere. But if I can read it, I usually don't add it, because it's, again, if you're looking at YouTube, it's like Bangladesh, China, that pay a lot more money than what America does. So if you're marketing,
I'm sorry, I have to cut it short, man. I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. It's about dinner time for me. But here's the deal: you have, and this is just for me and any other YouTubers who have, channels and are trying to build subscribers. You have any advice for me where I can, because I mean, of course, I'm up to 147, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I go and the number done went up one. It's like ding, 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 yay! You know what I'm saying? The confetti falls, the balloons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just one. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just to a point where I guess it is like you just got to have patience with it. But is there anything that you can do to actually build subscribers just a little faster? And I know content is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
But I know that these guys are not doing this off content alone. I'm positive of this.
They
Oh wow.
spinning.
A view says a view is a view says don't use it as your personal. Use your cell phone. Google Plus will mess up your personal career and separate your account from your social media and trolls. And she said, I do Twitter and Instagram, but that always be separate accounts to keep your name the same brand. And she's at 147. So she uses Twitter and Instagram.
1,000.
She has over 4,300 subscribers. And she says,
how does she get them?
Instagram.
So she said I should make all my channels the exact same.
So people can find
you reading it right now, Northstar?
Yeah, I just came back in. I had to pause for a moment.
Dig it. Yeah, she's saying she says I have one video that's over 67K. Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah, but man, hey, I take her word advice right there now. Look. And
just make sure. Now I do. So I do have. You know what I mean. I have a No Chill No Filter TV. It's a battle rap blog debate page, a group that I have on Facebook. But I have a fan page that is, of course, MC Ron Ski, aka Big Ron 357, and it's conjoined with No Chill No Filter TV. So should I go to my Twitter and rename it No Chill No Filter TV instead of Big Dog 357?
That's what I would do. I'd name it No Chill No Filter TV. But hey, view is a view. What would you do? And make sure, hey, view is a view. Can you please go in? And she said you got the idea. She said you got the right idea. That's what you want to do is name it the same thing. A view is a view. Can you please go and subscribe to No Chill No Filter TV? Because that'd be awesome for him. But yeah, you're subscribed. Thanks so much for the advice. And then also too, make sure you go to
let that person know that I'm going to go to their page also. And what's the name of it?
A view is a view.
I'm actually on my phone, so I can't. Can I see anything on my phone? Can I see?
No, you probably.
Is there any way I can see?
Probably won't be able to. You have to go to your PC. Your PC. Go watch the video, and that's what I'm doing. I see it in the chat bar over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A view is a view, bro.
Okay, cool.
She said, I would brand everything out the same. I will do a video talking about what you're saying right now. Basically, and that's exactly why we're doing what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? So people can get a understanding that. A view is a view. I want you to go and follow Northstar too. And she said, I will respond to the video. So if you do her video, she'll respond to it. So maybe give her a shout out or something like that. That'd be dope. I said, maybe you can give her a shout out or something like that. She said she would do a response video. So maybe you could give her a shout out and tell her thanks, on one of your films saying, hey, look, this is what I did. But she said she would brand everything out the same. I would do a video talking about what you're talking about right now. So basically what we're talking about right now, bro, you go out there and tell them, hey, what's my situation? And then boom, you'll be in there like swimwear.
Cool. But that's what I'm going to do then.
Anyway.
What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne, you got something to say, man? You keep popping up. What's up, brother?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say. That's the background noise. Let me go ahead and mute.
Hey, I don't know what I missed out on. I had to step away for a second, but I've been trying to get something out. And I want to make sure that Montez ain't about to bite my head off was talking about.
No. It's also stocks. Facebook.
Oh no! Oh yeah, you was gone. Yeah, you was gone for a minute, man. Yeah. Montez just let it be known that he don't mess with Facebook. So you can stop beating that dead horse, man. You can stop. You can leave that alone.
I ain't trying to convince him. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, I know this was a discussion amongst us, but it was for the viewers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, a views inside here right now, and she hates Facebook too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well,
we got another.
I guess I don't know what to say about anybody else, but I actually love Facebook. You know what I mean? I maybe because I haven't had the experience y'all had. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have some bitter frustrations going on.
Well, not me. I mean, look, hey, I've never been in Facebook jail at all. knock on wood, and I hope I never go. But I think that's just because it's just due to me. Okay, I upload stuff from YouTube and I share from YouTube to Facebook. I don't go on Facebook and flood everybody's timeline with my stuff because even my timeline won't let you post to my page won't let you post to my timeline without my permission. And you have
Yeah,
absolutely no idea. Every now and again I'll get a notification saying that somebody tried to post to my timeline, but when I go
you,
there, it's like
you gotta
50
approve it.
people. Like
Yeah,
what the hell, man? And I don't even know half these people, and I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that because I don't even know what it is, and I don't want no garbage on my timeline.
right.
Now, of
Anyway,
course, if it's somebody that I know, I'll go ahead and do it.
look. I know everyone's been on here a long time. I don't want to just keep everybody on because everybody's got something to do. We definitely need to make sure we do this again. I don't know what day we're going to designate, but we need to find a day to designate it and make sure we get back on here and do this. I want you all to go tell everyone your social media sites. Sorry for making this such an abrupt thing here, but go down through the list.
Yeah.
Your sites again.
I guess I'll jump it off. Northstar America everywhere. Northstar America on YouTube, Northstar America on Facebook, but also on Facebook I have 2 pages that I would like for you to check out. So you can go to, if you want to Facebook friend me or send me a friend request. I check out everybody. I screen everybody. So that's Northstar America on Facebook. Also, Opportunity Exist is another page that I have. That's my marketing page. And then Live from my smartphone. You can't go wrong because all you got to do is type in Live from my smartphone. And that's also a website too, where you download some songs for free, 5 songs for free. Live from my smartphone.com and also Live from my smartphone on Facebook. But on Instagram, you can find me Northstar America, or you can type in Opportunity Exists. Either way, you'll find that. I got 2 other accounts on there, but I'm like about to do away with them. They got a nice, not a lot of followers, but this new Northstar America account is brand new. I'm developing it, you know what I mean? So you find me on Instagram. Twitter, same thing. Northstar America at Opportunity Exists. Now with the Opportunity Exists on Twitter, that is the word opportunity XST. So that's at Opportunity XST. So that's Opportunity Exists with an XST. And core.com, Northstar America, Pinterest, Northstar America. Yeah. So all you gotta do is look up Northstar America, Google Plus Northstar America. So you'll find me. America.
Cool.
For me,
cool.
Cliq Media Designs at CLIQ. On Facebook is CLIQ Media Designs LLC, and Cliq Media Designs on Instagram and Twitter. All Cliq Media Designs, CLIQ Media Designs with an S, and our website as well, CLIQmediadesigns.com. Me up through Facebook, through the website, if you want to chat.
Cool. Okay, MC Ron Ski, the OG, aka Big Ron 357. No Chill, No Filter TV for YouTube. MC Ron Ski, aka Big Ron 357. Added No Chill, No Filter TV. I think I'm just gonna turn that into No Chill, No Filter TV, and that is Facebook. Actually, you know what? No Chill, No Filter TV, everything. I'm finna go and change all that now. Thank you, views. Is that who that is?
A view is a view.
Montez?
A view is a view.
A view is a view. Okay, a view is a view. Okay, that's on That's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube. Facebook, North.
Okay,
that's
okay. Cool. And okay, a view is a view. Yep. No Chill, No Filter TV. Holla at me. Y'all can go subscribe to that, and once I get that notification, I'll know exactly who it is, and then I will definitely subscribe back. A view is a view. I'm gonna definitely go there. Northstar, and that's is it just Northstar? Northstar?
Yeah, Northstar America.
Northstar America. It's on YouTube, right?
That's everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. That's what's up. Okay.
Yep.
Northstar America and Dwayne.
I don't think Dwayne has Cliq Media Design up yet. I know that he's working on that right now.
Yeah, I don't have a YouTube as of
cool.
yet. But definitely everything else is Cliq Media Designs all worldwide.
Okay. Well, you know, we're gonna have to talk on a personal note, Dwayne, so I can, you know what I'm saying, you can hack into my my system here, man, and let me know exactly what's going on so I can start using this red giant.
Yes, sir. And this,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
the record,
I need that bad.
Dewan. I ain't tripping though. Heard it all my life.
Oh, Dewan?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying Dwayne. Who said Dwayne?
I was saying Dwayne too, man. No, what was I saying? No, I said Dwayne.
I was just gonna say, man.
I think I got it right.
I think I got it. Did I get it right?
Nah, you ain't
I heard
get it
Dwayne
right.
the first time.
Dewan.
So we've been sitting there called we've been sitting there called this man Dwayne the whole time. And his name ain't that's what I'm saying, man, about black folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Montez.
Hey, but cool, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, the same thing, man. Thanks a lot, man. I definitely appreciated the conversation. I definitely appreciated the content, man. It was definitely a pleasure meeting you, brothers, man. And we definitely gonna do it again.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Montez McCammon from itsmontez.com.
Wait. Don't hang up yet. We all forgot something. Top Buzz. None of us plugged in our Top Buzz.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Me on Top Buzz, Northstar America.
Yeah.
Yeah, Top Buzz, no chill, no filter TV.
Boom.
And yours, Montez, is what?
Mine is, I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't even use my Top Buzz like I should. It's crazy.
I think it's Montez. I follow you on Top Buzz. It's itsmontez.com. That's your plug everywhere, man. I got your back, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I really do. I didn't even know it. I didn't want to say it and be all. So is it itsmontez.com or is it montez.com?
I think it's DOT.
All right. Itsmontez.com. DOT.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Follow us on Top Buzz. Totally forgot about it. Thank you so much, Northstar America. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Montez McCammon from itsmontez.com. I hope that you've enjoyed this upload. And if you want to come back and watch another one and let me know, put it inside the comment box, and I'll definitely get these guys together so we can have a powerful conversation for you all. Without further ado, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your night, and I appreciate you all tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Montez McCammon from itsmontez.com. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to keep up.